Welcome back everybody to another one of my videos. In this video we're going to look at another of my previously built models, and I did have some plans to have some other content done for this month versus just another look at built models, but unfortunately just life and whatnot, family, work, everything has been a little bit busier than I planned. I just didn't have enough time to sit down and really get into a video. So I hope in March to have a bit more content. Actually, I'll have an update for you in the March 1st, what's on my desk. I should have more content coming out March into April and May from some stuff happening, so stay tuned for that. So it's not just going to be more and more models and aviation history. I'll have quite a bit more cool stuff to show you. I'm excited. But back into this video. So the last two, if you've seen the thumbnail, you already know what you're going to be looking at. But the last two, what's on my previously built model videos I've done in the past, I guess about last month, were both German night fighters, and I commented on keeping with a theme, and that theme is night fighters. So this week we're going to be looking at this, my 1/48 scale Great Wall Hobbies P-61B. This is a great kit. I built the P-61, the old monogram kit many years ago, and I still have it. Actually, I ripped it apart and I plan to do some fun stuff with it. I wanted to modify it into like a post-war what-if long distance air race aircraft. I just haven't actually got around to doing it yet. But yeah, so that's kind of a long-term plan I have. So we'll see if I actually get around to that. Maybe one day, we'll see. But this is the Great Wall Hobbies one. This is the B model. There was the earlier A model, which was the one that was used in Europe, overall green, and it would have had the clear fiberglass nose, which came as a clear perspex part in the kit. The B model, they were able to do some extra stuff. It had the upper turret was added, and they moved on to this solid nose. They ended up developing paint that the radar would actually go through, so that was added on the later versions. And Great Wall Hobbies is a great kit. It's a little bit more expensive than the monogram one, but you get so much more out of it. The engraved panel lines, all the detailed cockpit work. I'll flip it over here in a bit. You'll see the bottom. The detailed engines, the exhaust, the cowling flaps. It's just a beautiful kit. These wonderful photo etch spoilers, the way you have on the real aircraft, because they actually have the little tiny ailerons. So they have augmented spoilerons, and which also acted as effectively spoilers, lift dump. When they came into land to get it into land a little easier. So really amazing kit. This was built out of the box. I used some aftermarket decals. I believe these were Kits World Decals I used. But other than that, all the plastic is the kit plastic. There's no aftermarket resin or anything on this kit. And you'll see when I flip it over, on the bottom you get quite a bit of detail. Some wonderfully detailed wheel wells, the gun bays, all that kind of stuff. As I said, the open area to look up inside the rear gunner's compartment, as well as the access into the cockpit section is there. It's really nice. Also, you did have the ability to have movable control surfaces. I've glued the ailerons and the elevators in place, but the rudders have been built with the ability to move. And you'll see I did like a white panel wash. In hindsight, I should have used more of a gray color to tone it down a little bit, but it looks okay as the white looks decent. And again, as I mentioned with my night fighters, this isn't a flat black color. This is a dark gray. You can actually see the props and the wheels are flat black. I don't know how well this comes across on camera, but the wheels and props are flat black, and then the overall airframe is painted in a dark gray color. And I slightly changed the shade of gray on the nose just to kind of differentiate that, showing it was a slightly different, nose piece that's removable and would have been painted with a slightly different chemical makeup paint. And you usually see that in aircraft. The nose cones are always just even today, airliners and business jets and stuff like that. The nose cone where the radar is, where the weather radar is, usually has a slightly different sheen or color, just because a lot of the paint has a metallic flake in it, but you can't put metallic flake on the nose cone, so there's always this slightly different shade on the nose cones, and that's kind of what I was going for. As well, I did the exhaust staining and everything just to weather it up a little bit. So very happy with this. Didn't do any paint chipping. I love the look of it. I don't love the look of it when I do it, so I skipped it on this one. But overall, super happy with this. Highly recommend this Great Wall Hobbies kit. A little bit more pricey than the monogram, but it's worth every penny. If you want a nice detailed kit, go out and get it. I do believe it's still available out there, so highly recommended. On that note, I'm going to wrap it up. I think today's the 20th. I should have one more video out next week. No idea what it's going to be. And then we'll have the what's on my desk update, so we can get updated on what my plans are going forward, as well as the progress on all these kits. So stay tuned. Keep watching this channel, and we'll see you all next time.